Hello and welcome to Anytime Yoga. Today we are going to be practicing some twists which are great for relieving headaches, backaches and any stiffness in the neck or the shoulders. It also activates your abdominal muscles and your kidneys, removing any sluggishness and helping digestion and giving you great mobility all round. So when you're ready, grab your mat and get on it. Let's first come to find ourselves in a nice comfortable seated posture, preferably cross-legged, although you may like to be in a kneeling position. And even at the start of this session, you could be sitting in a chair. First things first, we're going to focus and tune in to our flow of breath. You might like to close your eyes for this part, because when you close the eyes, you'll be able to take an inward view, observing more closely what is going on inside. Connect to your breath, and you will soon notice that this connection allows you to take conscious control. You are now able to take longer over your inhalation, taking the time to fill the lungs completely and even to feel the breath coming into the belly, around the rib cage and into the upper chest. And then you can consciously release this breath fully and completely. Slowing the breath has great benefits. It helps soothe the nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. It helps to regulate the heartbeat and gives a general sense of calm. It enables you to soften the skin on your body. The skin is the biggest single organ of you. Allow it to surrender, to relax and soften. Unclench your teeth, peel the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. And as you breathe in, rise up, make yourself sit as tall as can be. A nice erect spinal cord, utilising the flesh on the trunk of your body to engage and assist in the upright stance, positioning of your spine. It really is a full body experience and all parts assisting with the movements that you are going to make. Let's begin with a simple twist, and we've done this before in previous videos. If you are new to yoga, take it nice and easy. Be kind to the self. Allow the ego to take a back seat. This is all about taking a journey with your breath, because your breath is ultimately your guide. It's just about exploring your body and how it's connected with the mind. Let's bring the right hand outside of the left thigh and place your left hand just by your left hip. Boost your stature by breathing in and having a lift upwards and creating space deep down from the pelvic area here, even pulling, lifting the tummy up, and then gently begin to twist to the left. Take your time so that you can tune in. So you are able to continually observe the flow of breath and allow it to guide you forward. Every breath out is where you surrender and let go, and you'll actually feel the body being enabled to twist further on an outbound breath. And then the next inhalation increases the space you make once again and allows you to turn further, to twist further. Your head and neck will rotate last of all. Again, maintain a nice, soft, relaxed jawline. And keeping an engagement with the stomach muscles, return to the centre. It's crucial to have your abdominals activated, for they are a true support system for your spine. Let's take left hand outside of right thigh, right hand just settled next to the right hip. Ensure both your buttocks remain connected with the mat. You don't want to rotate too far and have a buttock lifting off the floor. So keep your foundation nice and grounded. Breathe in and inspire yourself to make good habits of lifting up and then twist. 33 bones in your spine. Twisting nice and slowly so that you can take the time to engage the flesh on the trunk of your body to help. You can also take a bit of focus to the hips and relax them. Twists will enable the hips to gain more mobility over time. Tuning in to your rhythmic flow of breath, perhaps even watching the activity of the belly button. As you breathe in, the belly button pushes forwards, and as you breathe out, the belly button pulls in, back and down toward the base of the spine, developing strength, connection. And then come back to centre. Once again, relax the shoulders. And now let's take ourselves to have both knees together and just rest. So we're going to drop the knees over to the right side, and we're going to rest the left front of foot into the right sole of foot. So it's literally, you're almost making like a little cross shape with the 2 feet. Take time to adjust and adapt so that the torso is still very upright and your head and shoulders are centered over your hips. You're going to take a nice deep breath in, and you're going to gently then twist to the right to bring your left hand outside of the right thigh, right knee, rising up, lifting up, and then taking that clockwise twist a little further. Now you can draw the head and chin back to flow in line with the left shoulder. Unclench the teeth. You're then going to breathe in, raise your right arm and sweep it all the way round behind you, and see if you can bring it round onto that left hip area or in the left waist. Keep the breath flowing and make any adjustments or adapt to the position. You can then bring the palm of that hand to rest onto the palm of the left hand to rest onto the outer right thigh to give yourself a little bit of extra leverage, and see if you can draw that right hand, apologies, round further. Keep the breath flowing, teeth unclenched, and then gently release. Bring the hands out to the sides of the knees, a breath in, and then swap to the other side. So the knees will be drawing over to the left. You'll draw the right front of foot or around the ankle area to rest in the sole of the left foot. Just adjust and adapt. Relax your knees down. If you need to at any time as well, you can use a cushion to give some support under the knees, make it more comfortable. You might like to place it under one of your hips or under your buttocks. You can adapt and adjust your practice to make it most comfortable for you. Let's take a breath in and create that space, that lift. And then we're going to bring our right hand outside of our left thigh. And we're going to increase our stature, rising up, making space, lifting the tummy internally. And then we will release the left hand and sweep it all the way around. So it's a 360-degree rotation, and have it come to rest by the right hip or in the waist. Just taking that twist anti-clockwise of the trunk of the body, and then you can bring the head back to align with the right shoulder. Unclench the teeth. You can turn that right hand so that it gives you some leverage. Take your time. Breathe. You should be feeling a nice increase of heat within the body. And heat is good because that will help you soften. It will increase suppleness and flexibility. And then gently release, coming back to a central position. So now let's take our legs out in front of us. Extend them. You might like to give them a little bit of a shake. And let's go further into our twisting session. So we are firstly sitting in Dandasana, staff posture. You might like to draw all 10 toes back towards the trunk of the body. It may be that you find the big toes will have a tendency to draw toward the trunk of the body, leaving the little toes behind. But just adjust this by pushing your insteps towards the wall in front of you and the outer edge of your feet, bringing them back. So really engage the mind with the little toes and telling them to come back in line with the big toes. And for some of us, when we bring those toes back towards the trunk of our body, the heels of our feet will lift away from the mat, and that engages all these muscles within the legs, especially the biggest muscle group of the body, the quadriceps. And then just soften them and relax yourself into your position. You're going to take a breath in now, and you're going to draw your left knee to bend and bring your left foot in line with your right knee. Just hold around the shin of the left leg for now, and give yourself time to get nice and grounded in your foundation, in the buttocks, nice and upright through the spinal cord. breathe. Now, a breath in to create that lift, that space again. Exhale, draw the right toes back towards your body and see if you can now just stretch forward towards those right toes. Doesn't matter if your fingertips aren't reaching your toes yet, you could rest them onto the shin. Be aware that you don't allow the left knee to drop out and down too much. Activate the inner left thigh and keep it in close to your left shoulder. What we want to aim to do is reach that left arm as far forward as we can. We're then going to take a nice deep breath in, and as we breathe out, we are going to rotate it clockwise. We want to rotate it from the shoulder girdle. Avoid just turning the wrist because you're going to be losing a lot of the room for movement, the potential room. So give it a full rotation, because then you are going to bring that left arm around the outer edge of the left leg, the left thigh, and look to get in that left hand near your hip or your buttock. And then a breath in to rise up through the torso, and then exhale and begin to twist to look over your right shoulder. You will then make further space, and you'll take that right hand and sweep it all the way round, and then bend at the elbow, and you will look toward linking the hands. Now, this may not happen immediately, of course. It's going to take practice and perseverance. Looking over the right shoulder, unclenching the teeth, allowing the breath to flow, avoiding any collapse within the trunk of the body. You want to keep elevating upward with every breath that you take in, and surrendering without collapse with every breath that you release. And then gently coming back to Dandasana, staff posture. You might like to give your legs a little bit of a shake again. So with this position, you might like to use a belt or strap, a working tool. It's going to help. Let's go to the other side. Get your foundation of the position, and then breathe in and bend the right knee. So you're bringing the right foot in line with your left knee. And just clasp around that right shin and take a couple of moments to ensure you have a great foundation of the position. Both sit bones connected with the mat. Avoid rolling onto one side or another and having the buttock lift away from the ground. Again, if you need something underneath the buttocks, then do so, maybe a folded blanket or a cushion. You're then going to, again, stimulate the organs by rising up, creating space, activating and engaging them, drawing the toes on your left foot back towards your torso so that you can then flex forward to reach them. If you're not reaching them, that's fine. You can rest onto the shin. You could use your belt or strap. The strap is an excellent working tool because it allows you to have that sense of support, that you have a bridge, something to hold on to, rather than just flailing around in open space. So do use a belt or strap if you need to. And avoid allowing that right knee to drop outward or down. We want to keep it in to connect with our right shoulder. So activate your right inner thigh muscle to get it nice and close close in, and adjust the feet, the positioning of the feet, the right foot. If you need the right foot to be a little wider away from the left knee, then do so. That will help the right knee stay in alignment. A breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to do an anti-clockwise roll with the right arm from the shoulder girdle. Turn the flesh on the arm as well, and then bend it back upon itself around the outer edge of the right thigh. Now, if you think you might need a belt or strap, have that close by so that you can connect one hand in it and you'll be able to grip the other one at the other end. You're going to rise up to a breath in, sit as tall as you can. Take your time to link with the breath, your ultimate guide. And then we're going to rotate that left arm all the way around. It's a 360 degrees movement. And you're also going to give the left, on the left arm, you're going to rotate it anti-clockwise so that the palm faces up to the ceiling as the hand comes round to connect with either your belt or strap, or the fingers joined together. And you have a full twist of the 33 vertebrae in your spinal cord. Unclench your teeth and relax your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe. Soften the skin on your face. And gently release the hands or the belt and come back to Dandasana, staff posture. Stretch and extend the legs in front of you and give them a little bit of a shake. And then bring yourself back into your cross-legged position. And once you begin to understand twists and feel more comfortable with them, you can repeat them 2 or 3 times. By the 3rd time of repetition of this position, your body starts understanding what your mind is asking it to do, and it will then tend to surrender with greater ease. And it's the surrender that brings about suppleness and flexibility. Remember, yoga can be practiced anytime, almost anywhere, and by everyone for the good of all. I will see you again tomorrow.